Hi, my constructive feedback scenario is going to be number 3 in reference to supervising the travel agent Miguel as he is exceeding his sales quotas but misleading his customers at the same time, which in the end is going to fail miserably for him and the company. So what I'd like to do is to bring Miguel in, and I'd really start off the conversation with referencing, thank you, Miguel. Your strength in sales has been an asset to the company. And in the first 90 days, where you have gone with it, has been great, and you've picked up what you need to do and how you need to meet your quotas. I'd like to find out from him how his past 90 days has gone and see how he feels his performance has met the expectations of the agency. With that, find out and make notes where he believes he's doing very well, which I'm going to guess is going to include exceeding sales quota, he's exceeding all other sales agents, as that has been a challenge in the office, and he believes that he is meeting all the expectations that were set forth when he was hired. I'm hoping that he will also bring up the customer feedback, which hopefully is shared with him on a regular basis as it would be with us. So I would ask him, how has his past 90 days gone in his perspective? Give him plenty of time to answer that question and include empathy, body language, gestures to make sure. And if I don't understand something, I will make sure that I repeat it to make sure I do in his words or how he meant it to be. Then I would also like to go and let him know and refresh him that, as Miguel, we want to make sure we've always got observation going on of our sales. We have our customer feedback, which is regular, and we want to share that with you. And then overall performance, and where are we measuring in each of those to ensure that they have a good balance. And make sure he understands what each of those are. So after we get through that part of it, we know that sales quotas are critical. We know that that's been a challenge in the office. So it seems to me, Miguel, that you have ran with that, which is great. I'm really excited with that and how you've really exceeded those expectations. How do you feel the customer is doing at this time? Now that they've returned from their trips, how are they feeling based on what you sold them? And with that, listen to him and then make sure he has received the feedback that we have and the challenges that we're having. And be truthful with him. Miguel, one side of the coin is, yes, we need the sales quotas. But on the flip side, if our customers aren't satisfied, those sales quotas are not going to stay. And it's going to be harder to get sales quotas because they're going to be talking negatively about us in the future. So where do you see that challenge at? What do you think you've been doing for them to provide that type of customer feedback? Again, waiting time, make sure I'm clarifying. And if he's not seeing it, being very upfront and truthful in reference to Miguel, in my observations, I saw you take a 2-star resort and explain it as a luxury, exquisite resort, and it's the best of the best, when really it's only rated as a 2-star. And we can't be doing that. You can be looking at, how can we sell a 2-star if that's the price barriers? They're looking at price barriers, so they need to stay under a certain budget. you need to be truthful with them. Give you an example. It's no different than on HGTV when you got, love it or list it. You give them a price range. This is what I can deliver on. This is what I can't deliver on. And if I can deliver on your price range, is that the priority? Or are you on priority of the number of stars that resort is and willing to pay for it? Find out from the guest, the customer. Have them make that final decision. What do you think of that? Giving them that time to think, giving them that time to ponder. What do you think the impact will be on that? Again, giving him those times to make that decision on either the impact is my sales are going to go down initially. All right, but those sales that you do make, what is that long-term return on investment of that sale? It's a challenge. It's a balance in the travel agency, especially with the demands of vacations, but also the number of resorts and places to go now are so abundant. But we have to be truthful. So what plan do you think we can come up with to go ahead and ensure we're giving accurate information, we're giving the right scenarios to our customers, and we're able to sell and meet quotas? Again, it's listening, it's time, it's patience. Ask him to give 2 or 3 things he can do for each of those areas, and how can we work together? What resources does he need? Is there someone else, or would he like further coaching to make that successful? Ask him what he needs, or if he thinks that he can accomplish it. He needs to let me know, and he needs to let me know what tools he needs, what resources he needs, but me being honest and saying, in the end, we have to find the right balance, but it starts with truthful conversations with our customers. And as long as we can see the contacts and the attempts, again, you have to give that right balance to our customers. After that, going ahead and asking him to create an action plan with me in the room together. Then what I would like to do is to go ahead and, first of all, I would say, I really appreciate us being able to look at this and having a frank conversation in reference to all of these scenarios, including I already told him that we've got a potential lawsuit due to his claims of luxury when it wasn't luxury, to what other customers are complaining about, and probably telling other customers. We've had a couple customers back out because they heard from other customers that you exaggerated, and now they don't believe, so they went with their travel insurance and got a refund, and they went with someone else. So all those different trickle effects that those things have, but I appreciate the honest conversation that we've had today, and I'd like to take the next 30 days, and every week we're going to just sit down and chat on Mondays. What's our goal? What feedback did we get last week from the customers and through my observations from others that I might ask to observe? And how do we get to the next step for next week? That's where I would go. I would also thank him again. I appreciate what he does. I appreciate his candor. I appreciate him listening, and to make sure he knows that I am available at any time to help.